For a long time, I always wanted to create this video, but I finally made the decision to make this video today for especially people who wants to create content or get into the content creation, or who already get into it and now they're facing challenge and the things and going around. Because especially for people who hate you to create content, you can send it to them and say, hey, this is the reason I create content, and you don't have to stress out. Let them stress out by you creating content. If you're right in the content creation journey, if you're right in what you're creating, if you're fair, if you're sincere, then you don't have to worry about what other people think or what other people stress out. Especially it happens in the societies or in the people like around you, sometimes the friends or family or anyone. Sometimes they just don't like to see you create content, or they just like, oh, you're creating content, oh, look at you creating content, look at you, you're talking to a camera, like without anything else, like you crazy or what. You get a lot of these things usually, like people, you are, even if they don't tell you, you just feel it naturally by their look, by their attitude, by their behavior, like they just doesn't like you, or they just can't see you creating content. Let them stress out. Let them stress out. I'm telling you, because as someone who started creating content 5 years ago, and when I started, a lot of people doesn't like it. Still people, they can't see it, or they don't like it, and they're like, oh, you started creating content, oh, you can do better, instead of this you can do this job, this thing, this time. But they never understand the thing that you have in your mind. They never understand the business model. They never understand the passion you have when you're creating content. Now I'm gonna give you the reason I still keep creating content even I don't get views, and I have a big reason for this one. Yes, I have a lot of reasons behind it, but I will start with the main one, which is the pushing motivation for me to everyday create these kind of contents. And yes, for one reason, it's in my workflow. I create videos for clients and I create videos for the area I work, so it's a living for me. But the main reason is not this. The main reason for me is I always believe that knowledge is valuable when it's shared. If you have a knowledge, if you have a skill, and if you don't share it with someone else, for my thinking, it's not valuable. If you can help someone, if you can solve someone's problem, even like if you're watching this video, if I create a video about like a tutorial or a journey of mine that I learned something, and if it helps even 1%, then it means this content is valuable, and you don't have to think about like, oh, I didn't get millions of views and this kind of stuff. That's what is one of the main reasons I want to create content, because I want to share my knowledge as much as possible as I can, because I wanted to make this knowledge as useful as possible. If I keep it in myself, then there's no value in it. And the other reasons, because English is my third language, and I started to practice English also, and I find the camera very useful if you're someone who wants to learn English, or who want to practice or become confident or fluent in speaking English, because there are a lot of materials around the world is in English language, and if you know English, you can get good resources, you can be successful, you can communicate well, you can contact well, and it's very important thing in our life, and it's important. That's why I started creating content and I practiced English and this kind of stuff. For example, right now I'm speaking in front of the camera without any script and this kind of stuff, and English is my third language. I started 5 years ago. If I compare it from the 5 years ago to from the now, it's a day and night difference, because I didn't stop by just what people said in that time to me, like, oh, you buy this camera for this much price, it doesn't worth it, because they couldn't be able to see the vision I have. Because my vision was like, I would improve my English, I will share my knowledge, I will learn next skill, which is camera. I might get clients or works and can make money out of it. I have a passion into it. I'm not doing something wrong. I'm sincere. I'm doing these things for helping people. So there are a lot of good reasons. If you combine them, then you realize, yes, you're actually doing something good. The point is, you have to be sincere and honest and good in your content journey. Then it makes a big difference, especially for people who are supporting you. And that's why I just wanted to say, like, if you see people around you, they stress out or they don't like you creating content, just to make sure to list the reasons that you created content, or list the reasons that you had in your mind to start creating content. For example, you wanted to share your journey in a good way, that it's gonna be inspiring for someone else to get up and do something, not in a way that it's gonna have a negative effect. That's why if you have those visions, just write it down on the paper and put it on the wall and like a sticky note and say, these are the reasons I start creating content, and I would not care what other people think. For example, for me, sharing my knowledge, practicing English, improving my communication style, improving my confidence, improving my knowledge by researching and learning stuff, learning a skill which is like a camera and lighting and these kind of things, camera gears, doing a business and making money and help people around me and myself. So there are a lot of reasons, and you can be you can have like a fair reason to stay in the content creation. And often the negative comments becomes more when you're not getting views, and people like, oh, you're wasting your time, or like, oh, you're not getting views and this kind of stuff. As I told you, even if one person watches, and if you solve 1% of their problem, it means it's valuable, and you just have to set your boundaries and set what your mindset, what you're gonna do. Definitely you need a balance. For example, if I'm not giving views, if I'm not getting views, it doesn't mean I stop. I still keep going, but the pace might change based on the video amount, or based on the life situation or work situation. For example, if my life situation is not good, and if I don't need that money of the video, I would not create like 5 videos a week. I would create still 1 video a week, but I would not stop it. That's the point. You just still keep going. And yeah, the main reason I created this video is like, if you have people around you that doesn't like you, they would come back and they would say how you do it when you become successful. At least if you don't become successful in that time, you do not regret and say like, oh, I wish I started this. You would not regret and say that thing. You learn something, and then next time you apply it and you learn something else. At least you learn it. That's the point. And you don't regret it. It's the same analogy with the business. If you start a business, if you fail, you learn something, and next time you be successful. And if you don't, and even like if you fail, you would not say like, oh, I tried and it didn't work. You would not regret like people who doesn't start a business and they are like, oh, I wish I started a business, maybe I would be successful. Then you don't have that situation, and you have a good mindset there. That's why I like the idea of starting a business also. So yeah, I hope you like this video. Let me know if you have any questions around this content creation and productivity areas. If you have any questions, just ask me. I will answer it or make a content about it, because I know people are starting creating content and facing challenge, negative comments, negative behaviors, or negative things around them, or they are facing challenge, technical challenge, or challenge with tools or gears, or the way they create their niche. There are a lot of things, and it's only as with the community we can improve each other. That's why I like the YouTube community, because it's more like positive. You can see in other platforms like Instagram and other platforms, I don't see the comments really positive. I don't know why. And I saw it from another creator also. He said the same thing. He was like very successful creator, and I was like, yeah, I will keep going on YouTube and at least learn and improve my knowledge and help even at least 1% of people. It's a win for me. I hope you like this video, and I'll catch you on the next one.